Very cool. Let me turn these off. Okay, where we last left off, what happened? Let me think here. Kari was in her temple and she received a gift. Also, the Next Generation twins worked with a friendly elf, even though I hate elves, and were able to rid an area of an ogre couple, as well as gain an ally with the elf and have their curse removed. Why don't we go back to...
Thank Moradin.
Thank you, Moradin.
If I hadn't have been there, that elf would have been dead. Moradin sent me there to help him. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's a good story. And I'd have to agree with you because I like dwarves more than elves. Back at the Temple of Shress in Immercy with Kari.
Right.
You are, at this point, alone in your chambers, thinking about what you are going to do. The chambers you are actually in are Sister Esphora's, but obviously since you are the highest ranking clergy there, she has moved to another room. So you're sitting at the desk, kind of tapping the top of the table. It is approximately, I don't know, I want to say about 7 a.m. at this point.
Okay. Sorry, I'm pulling up something real quick that you sent me. Okay, so she can send some people out to try to get some information, but she contacts Kira and Baywin, right?
You could do whatever you want. You could call upon the 2 priests and 3 acolytes if you want to give them instruction. You could go into the middle of the city and drop fireballs on everybody to extract your vengeance. I vote for that.
Vengeance? I have no truth.
So I guess just to go over the information that you know, I'll follow up.
I was looking for
email.
the message you sent.
Oh, that's okay. The box that was left on the doorstep was found yesterday morning, so it must have been left sometime between midnight and sunrise of that day. The box was addressed to She Who Is Chosen. It was in an iron pine wine case, emptied of course, and it contained a withered jasmine and lily flower with an iron ring around them. The ring is a link to a shackle which has the inscription IRC, which you were told by Sister Esphora is Iron Ring Consortium, which are slavers that operate mostly in the south. Minimal people know that you are now right now in Immercy, or we're expecting you to be in Immercy. That would be your sister and her boy toy. Of course, that your nieces, the priests and acolytes of this temple, and the captain and crew of the vessel you are on. You do have resources at your temple at your disposal. If you so wish, you can call upon Sister Esphora and Sister Condoline, Acolyte Hannah, Liette, and Castor.
Okay, so what do I know of the Iron Ring Consortium again? That they are a group of what?
The information, the limited information that you know, all has come from Sister Asphora. The Iron Ring Consortium is a slavers guild that mostly operates in the South, where slavery is legal. Up here in the northern areas, it is illegal. However, it seems that somehow they have an influence up here. You don't know exactly what it is. You've never heard of them.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not really with it tonight.
I mean, the possibilities are, I mean, if they're slavers, they could be in a caravan, they could be on a ship.
Right. Could I call in one of the acolytes to see about going to talk to the ship captain, since obviously I trust him?
Absolutely. Acolyte Liette comes in. She is in her mid-teens, probably, you know, almost as the same age as your niece is. She actually reminds you of them a little bit, which brings a tear to your eye, because I'm a jerk like that. And she approaches with her eyes down, looks down to your hand, bows, and kisses it, and says, "Mother, what may I help you with?"
Okay, I kiss her forehead, and I need you to please run and find Captain. I can't think of his name right now.
Amazing.
The ship. I am so out of it.
Captain
what was
Morgan.
his name again? Sorry.
His name is Captain Morgan for tonight.
The captain of the ship that I came in that I always travel with. I need you to
go on.
Ask him if he knows, or if he can find out any information on if the Iron Ring Consortium has been around here at all, or Iron Pine at all, through the ships. If he knows anything or knows anyone with the slavers, or can find out that information for us.
She's kind of blinking as you're bringing up these names and slavers and IRC, like she doesn't know what you're talking about. But she nods. Yes, I will talk to Captain Bairn. Specifically, you want him to see if the Iron Ring Consortium has been in and out of this town?
Yes, if he's heard of them being around here any time recently.
Yes, Mother, as she bows and scurries off.
Okay.
What should be called, like, Mother, or like Reverend Mother, or like MILF?
I'm a total MILF. So, would I know where to find out, like, the merchant routes between Iron Pie and Immersea?
Well, if anyone was traveling the roads or caravans, the gate guards would have them sign in.
They do?
Yes.
Where would they sign in? The guard?
At the gates. Yep, at the guardhouses. Just like you guys did with the dockmaster on the way in when Captain Bairn went off and announced the ship's arrival, what your business was.
Okay, I asked for another one of the acolytes, Hannah or the other one.
Okay. The acolyte Hannah comes in. Mother. As she bows and kisses your hand.
Kiss her forehead. I'm not really. I need you to do me a favor, please.
Anything, Mother?
I need you to go to the gates and talk to the guard. Tell him you are there on my behalf. And I need to know if there's been any recent merchant caravans between here and Iron Pine, and if so, if anyone has seen a dwarf and 2 human girls that were together. I don't know if they were actually together, but they were on the same caravan. I don't know. It may not even be.
I don't think you would have known they were coming.
No, but I know that. Wouldn't I have thought, though, that they could be, considering I saw a tent and everything? And it doesn't mean that they're coming all the way to Iron Pine. But they could have been traveling.
Yeah. I gotcha. Okay. Yes,
like
Mother.
If they were going to Iron Pine and a city in between here or something.
I forgot you. Used the GM ruined my storyline spell and scried them. She bows deeply. Yes, Mother. I will check all the gates.
Thank you.
And guys, we'll be right back.
Is that all the requests for information that you're going to send out?
I was thinking about we need somebody. But I need like or Kira to go listen for information at the bars.
I'm back.
For now, yeah.
Okay. As you are waiting and thinking in your chambers, there's a knock at the door with Sister Esphora and Sister Condoline, where Sister Esphora. Do you answer the door? I should ask.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Sister Esphora and Sister Condoline are in the doorway. They both bow, and in turn, they both kiss your hand. Mother, is there anything that we can help you with? Sister Condoline says.
I don't even know. Do you guys know any thieves? Are we good with the Thieves Guild here?
We do not know if there's a thief guild operating here.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Do we know any bards around here? I'm sure we know bards.
Yes, actually, they quite often come into the temple at night. Obviously, the temple is shaped bar, like all the other ones that have modeled been throughout Faerun.
Well, when they come by tonight, I just need somebody to ask some questions about any stories they might have heard regarding girls being turned into goblins.
Yes, Mother.
I know it sounds far-fetched. Yes. Go with it.
Sister Esphora looks at you also and says, I know you are troubled at this time. However, we do have business we have to attend to. Shall we come back later?
Yes. We'll take care of the business here shortly. I need to take care of one other thing first.
Okay. As they bow and exit.
Okay. I'm gonna use my message thing that I get once a month to contact Kira.
Okay.
Because that'll totally help the situation. That won't send it spiraling out of control.
That it's not smart, but Kari would contact her sister, because if she didn't and something happened, Kira would never let her forgive her.
Okay. I'm guessing Baywin is a pretty morning active person. However, I'm guessing Kira isn't.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
She's sleeping.
Morning.
And she's like, if you touch me before the sun is high in the sky, I will throw knives at you.
Okay, Baywin, what are you doing this particular morning? By chance laying in bed?
No. He's probably out doing chores and stuff. Checking fishing lines, checking traps, curing whatever hides that he's caught the days before and that sort of thing.
Okay, just to keep you close in case there's a scream and a holler, you're going to be working out in the shed, chopping wood.
Okay.
Kira, you are sleeping and dreaming of something fascinating. Please describe it. And let's not get
This
weird
be
with
good.
Lumberjack Baywin outside.
How about like a reminiscent type dream of like an old adventure or something, but that is kind of embellished. You know, along the lines of like when we found that dragon, we actually defeated it.
User disconnected from your channel.
Who'd we lose? Okay,
Kelly.
Kelly. I was actually thinking the dragon myself too, so that works out well.
But kind of like, well, this has sort of happened, but I changed the rules because it's my fucking dream.
Okay. As you're, as you and your companions are attacking the dragon and it's starting to flee, your sister in your dream turns to you, and she says, when she comes back.
Stuff that whatever Kelly says when she comes back.
Yep. I got a text. Did we lose her? It hasn't cleared. Did anyone else get a text?
Yeah.
Message isn't coming through on my phone. Stop killing my deer.
Power.
Yeah, they're having real severe storms down there lately.
They've had like friggin' tornadoes like almost every day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's like Alabama weather.
She spent like half her friggin' weekend in the downstairs toilet with the dog and the cat and the bird.
Oof.
Well, it could have been the other way, and not as pleasant.
Yeah.
I still remember at your wedding, Mitch, and afterwards driving around in that Denali and the transformer up on the pole blew up and it was like fireworks all over the street.
It was like the first time my parents came out to visit me, they got woken up in their hotel by the tornado siren going off.
Yeah, it freaked me out down there, man.
No idea what it
Driving
was.
through hail. It was like quarter-size hail. Almost golf ball size. Sky went from like clear to look like Armageddon. I was like, I hate this place.
You know what they say, whatever doesn't kill you will definitely try again.
Whatever doesn't kill you will make you stronger. Unless you get attacked by a bear.
Bears will kill you.
This deer's gonna fight you back.
Yeah, good luck with that, man. I got an armor class 81. I'm protected against bears.
Not this bear.
Or deer. Although the deer
Good point.
could be a problem in my beard. Could get Lyme disease, I guess.
Well, from an article that really hit Facebook the other day, it sounds like you got a lot of poop in your beard, too.
I know, I saw that. We should play a game session of just characters
User
going to the
joined your
bathroom.
channel.
Because you never hear about that.
No.
Wow, what a place to sign back in on. Going to
It's like,
the
okay,
bathroom.
you're heavily inebriated. Now you need me to roll me a d20, see if you can actually hit the toilet from peeing a meter away. What's its armor class? It's a DC 17 because you're drunk.
And a disadvantage.
Yeah, you roll
Because you're firing ranged into melee combat.
Natural 1. Oh, you pee on the guy next to you. Now you're gonna start a bar fight.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Even better if it was Kita.
She'll stab you.
She pees standing up. That's news.
Exactly.
Okay, so Kira, you're in the middle of battling a dragon, and it's going so well, and you hear your sister's voice, and you turn to look at her, and she says,
The
I
number
need you
have
to
reached
wake
is
up.
asleep at the moment.
Need what?
I need you to wake up. Yes, I know it's morning and you're
What?
having fun killing a dragon, but it's about your girls. I need you to wake up.
What?
At this point, you snap awake, and you sit straight up, disoriented, and hear her voice continue.
About my girls.
Are they with you? Please tell me they're with you.
They're supposed to be with you.
Are you yelling?
No, wait. Well, maybe not yet, but they're on their way. They didn't get there?
No, they haven't gotten here. And, one, I didn't know they were coming, so I didn't make preparations to make sure they were safe. But I got a box. I got a box here for me. I mean, obviously, it said for the chosen, so would assume for me. And it has iron rings around a dying lily and a dying jasmine flower.
As she's talking, I am walking my ass buck naked outside to look for my husband.
You hear wood chopping, and Baywin, you look up and you see that, and you get a big old smile.
I knew you'd come around.
No, then he sees my expression, and I'm like,
I'm sure he
Nah.
didn't look at your face.
Yeah.
I'm sure he did.
I
So,
told you the bar was comfortable. I've
just
got
a question.
loft over here.
Oh my gosh.
Just a question. With this message thing, can it like conference, or is it just us two?
It's just you two, but we will play that you will repeat what she says, so she doesn't have to say it twice.
Okay, good.
Or you don't have to say it twice.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at, like how
At
I
this
have to
point-
relay.
Yeah, at this point, I've assumed you guys are like masters at this, so.
So I'm like tapping my head and up here. Something's wrong with the girls.
Embed the axe into the piece of wood and walk over.
Okay, around the flowers was an iron thing that said the Iron Ring Consortium. I'd never heard of them before. My high priestess said they're a slavers guild that's not normally around here. So I scryed on the girls, and I don't understand what I saw.
Well, what did you see?
A dwarf with, it looks like he was about to attack them and try to kill them, and they were both, they look like goblins. I knew it was them, but they didn't look like Lily and Jazz. They looked like goblins.
You goblins were there, or what?
No, like, they were goblins.
My girls are goblins? I mean, I know
Somehow.
that, they don't get up early, but whatever. What?
Yeah, I know. Okay, I know. But I scryed on them. Actually, I scryed on Lily, and it brought me to this goblin with red hair and a dwarf that looked like he was about to kill them. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they're okay. I don't know anything right now except for that. I don't know who this dwarf is. I'm hoping that maybe when I scryed, he's not really trying to kill them, but I don't know. I'm hoping maybe you know who. Were they with somebody?
Supposed to be protecting them?
Oh,
Paid him good money for that.
well,
Apparently not enough.
Alright, let's get our stuff. I guess we're headed down to Emercy.
But they're not there. Where are they?
I'll find it.
I don't know. They were in a tent. Yeah, they were in a tent when I saw them, but this was a
Damon
little
starts
while
heading
ago.
in the
I
house
finished.
to gather his gear.
I sent out some of my acolytes to try to find out some information because if the Iron Ring Consortium sent me those flowers, I don't know. They may have something very large to do with it. So I sent someone to talk to the captains and stuff that I always go with to see if they've heard of the Iron Ring Consortium around here. I also sent one out to talk to the guards or any of the people that were on caravans then. I'm glad I did that now. That may have seen a dwarf and two human girls. So hopefully we'd know where they were or if they were okay, or even if maybe they came in early this morning, and I don't know. I don't know where to even begin to look now, though.
Okay. Kita, being rogue and having studied actually in Immercy, and her father being the one that taught her and all that kind of crap, grandfather, I mean, would she have contacts within the Thieves Guild there?
My guess would be no, because you would not be associated with a Thieves Guild anymore.
Okay. Alright. Then,
Who knew that that I was coming? Because that box was sent for me, and only a few people, knew, and even less people know about Lily or Jasmine.
well, everybody around here knows. I mean,
That's true. So maybe the caravan?
They might or might not know that you were going to be coming by soon, but I mean, I'm sure we've mentioned it. It's not like it's something that we hide. I'm going to kill me a dwarf.
I'll help you if I see him
Don't
first.
take it
I'll
out
definitely
on me.
hold him down
I did
for
my
you.
best.
She don't know that. She just knows they were in his care, and now they're fucking goblins, and he was trying to kill them.
Where do you want me to meet you?
How long will it take us to get there? With Baywin tracking and stuff?
3 days. Horses, 2.
Okay. God. They better be okay. We'll be there in a few days.
They might be okay. I mean, we were in really bad situations, and we always made it through.
We were never turned into goblins and attacked by creepy dwarves. Wait, were we?
No, I don't think so. But we did have a bastion in the bag for a long time.
Well, yeah. We couldn't just leave him there, you know. He'd get pissed if we didn't share. But still, my girls, my babies.
I know, and I can't just sit here either. I will see about. I'll see if anything comes up in the merchant's trails, and maybe can get someone here that can help me backwards tracking.
And start looking into because they sent it to you.
Yes.
You could be the final target there, the one they're trying to actually hurt, meaning you know who could be behind it.
Oh, yeah.
So start checking that angle too.
That's a good point. Oh, I didn't think of that. You're right. I will check that.
Yeah, Baltimore.
The bards come here in the evenings, so I'm going to ask around if they've heard any stories as well.
That's a very good idea.
Hang on, I got you right back.
And start. Did you tell her where the box came from?
Oh, the box. It was a wine box from our winery there.
Do what?
So
they were here.
The box that came to me was, it was, it looked like it would have like a little lot of wine bottles, and it was from Iron Pine, but instead it had the flowers in it, and then shackles.
I don't know that we would have any way to track that, though. It's not like we keep track of the boxes.
No, but it's obviously someone who bought a lot of wine, like quite a bit. If it was some creepy dwarf or creepy, I don't know, ugly guy, they might notice.
Maybe. We'll stop by the vineyard on the way.
Or you can send some of the acolytes from the temple there to ask around Iron Pine as well to see if they've seen anybody or any mention of Shar or any mention of Iron Rings from Consortium or anything like that.
Everybody in Iron Pine knew what?
That a caravan was passing through.
Okay.
At the time the girls left.
And so maybe we need to find out about the other people that were on that freaking caravan too, because if it was... Find out if the caravans arrived.
How many days did they leave?
When would it have supposed to have been arriving?
3 days, so this is the 4th day.
And it was how many days?
It 3 days via horse to get down there.
No, I mean how many on the caravan?
The caravan would have arrived yesterday.
Okay. So the caravan should have arrived, so find out everything you can about the caravan and who arrived on it. And I'm going to find out about the caravan and anything anybody knows from here, including anybody who bought wine. Because if it arrived yesterday and she got it last night, then, or sometime between last night and this morning, they could have come on the caravan, meaning they could have bought the wine just before, while they were in Iron Pine.
Which means someone on the caravan may know where the girls are. Or they may be here, but hiding as goblins somewhere.
Exactly. So, need to find out what the caravan knows about my girls, because they were on it. When they left here, they were on it. And they were with the dwarf, supposedly. But, when they, but if they didn't reach the city, or maybe they did, and something's happened to them, I don't know.
Or they're hiding because they haven't been able to get to the temple without being obvious about being a goblin.
Exactly. So, somebody on that caravan has to know something.
Alright, I'll take care of the caravan from this end. I won't be able to message you again, but we'll meet up in Emercy.
3 days.
3 days. Good luck.
At the temple, of course.
I love you. Just find your girls, and I'll do what I can on this end.
I love you too, and I have a very overprotective father who is going to find his little girls, and then I am going to kill anyone and everything in my way from protecting them. In my event to protect them.
Oh, don't worry. If I find the dwarf, we'll make sure he's tied and bound for you.
I'm not liking where this is going.
We don't know he's a good guy.
Mommy rage.
Alright, be careful.
Yeah, Bulgren has no idea what he signed up for.
Nope.
You and Baywin, even though that would make him cringe.
Speaking of Bulgren, the morning passes back at the shrine with Lily, Jazz, Bulgren, and Baranduin. He cooks a final breakfast for everybody, which is quite delicious. You guys say your farewells, and you guys need to decide what you're going to do.
Can you keep going to Emercy? Because we're not goblins anymore. Exactly. We have no idea that Auntie knows and is called in Mommy and Daddy. So we think everything's good now.
Lily, do you lead everybody back to the road and take the road down, or are you going to continue through the wood?
I will ask Brandwin if he needs to be led back to the road or not, and then find out from the others how they would prefer.
I thank you, but my travels will be taking me further east.
Okay. Well, thank you again for all the help.
He bows deeply. Thank you.
Yes, I thank him too.
He picks up his quarterstaff, his backpack, and he starts walking off into the trees. As you guys take one final look at the statue of Corellian, and head back west towards the road. You eventually make your way up to it. You're probably about a half-mile deep or so into the woods, so it didn't take you too long to get out there. You come out onto the road, turn south, and continue down to Immersey. Back to... let's go to Kira and Baywin. Baywin, were you getting horses or no?
Yeah, I'm getting horses.
Okay, so you saddle up 2 horses, get your saddlebags ready, and, you're in your adventurer's gear as you're waiting for your wife to get ready.
Okay, I'll cast Speak with Animals and tell the horses of the urgent situation and how they need to be swift but steady.
Nay.
That was actually funny.
And I'm going to explain how we have to make a little pit stop in town and find out what we can about the caravan and who might have gotten that box.
Okay, so Lily comes down in her, or Lily, Kira comes down in her traveling finest, which again, you guys haven't worn your adventuring gear in a while. It's obviously a little bit snugger now than it was. Fortunately, it's magic, so it expanded a little bit on you.
The hell was that supposed to mean?
You're not 25 anymore.
Yeah, really.
47.
It's been a while.
And you guys kind of, even with all everything that's going on, you're not panicking. The old adventurer's outlook on life is starting to take over, and you're starting to feel alive again. It's a pretty cool feeling. But you quickly, put those down and realize the urgency of the situation. Get on the horses, and Kieran, horses. And you guys make your way to
little fuckers.
Iron Pine.
The one that she rides has been brought up to and trained by me for her, so it should be like the perfect mount for her.
Did you Febreze
it? Yes, I keep that one immaculate. It's got little rainbows. It craps rainbows.
Its hair is braided. Its name is My Little Pony, MLP.
Oh, it's been upgraded from cannon fodder.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Cannon and fodder. Okay, Baywin and you just ride full speed into town and head to the winery. It's about 8 o'clock your time or so, but the winerers have obviously been up for a few hours at this point, collecting some of the harvest and preparing for a new batch. You go into the onto the estate, driving through the grape trees, which it's a very atypical winery. They're standing about 8 to 10 feet tall, in perfect rows, and the grounds are very well maintained. You find the person who runs the place. His name is Samwell. As he waves, seeing you guys come his way.
I
You
assume
pull.
we know him really well.
Yes, you know him fairly well. Baywin has spent time with him, helping him, with
Okay, I'm back.
cutting the area and setting it up, and you guys obviously buy buy your wine from him, so you know him fairly well. As he sees urgency on your face, and he starts to his eyes open wide a bit. He looks up and says, "You two are in quite a hurry this morning. Is everything all right?"
Not really. We might need some help.
He jumps down off a small ladder, kind of wipes his hands off on a rag that he has, and he says, "What can I do?"
Remember, 4 days ago, I guess it was, when the caravan came through that was headed towards Immersea?
Yes. You do quite a bit of trading with him.
Do you remember anybody who got a whole box of wine?
We sold about 6 cases.
Would you happen to know to who?
Give me a sec. Damn it. Yes, there was a gnome who bought, I don't know, probably three or 4 cases himself. He seemed to quite like it. Then there was a skinner, a trapper, who bought one, as well as a farmer. Yeah, so the gnome bought 4. If I recall correctly, the skinner bought 1, and then the farmer bought 1.
You wouldn't happen to remember any names?
No, I don't. Let me check the receipts to see if I wrote anything down. I'll be right back as he runs into the house and pulls out his ledger. He brings it outside, about 2 minutes later as he's flipping through to the last page. He says the gnome was a Bafo bric-a-brac. The skinner was Bardine Longwalker, and farmer was Dorm. I never caught a last name.
What was the skinner again?
Bardine Longwalker.
Do any of them
Okay.
hail from nearby?
I do not believe so.
It could have been any of them.
I mean, there was about a dozen or so in the caravan.
Were all 3 of them on the caravan?
Yes, each one was a proprietor of their own cart.
Okay. Well, looks like we're following the caravan.
Yeah. Who would typically know the most about the caravans when they come in and out and everything of town?
Specifically, what bit of information are you looking for?
Like who might have been on it or not, and anything suspicious that might have been noted, that kind of thing.
Rumors, perhaps. You'd have to ask around. Your town is small enough where I'm not sure, and it's not walled, so you don't have gates where travelers sign in, sign out, and stuff.
Right, that's why I was wondering, kind of not sure. Do we even have like any sort of law or mayor or anything like that, or is it just us?
There is the Council of Pine that is made up of 6 individuals. And email. The leaders are one from each of the three main churches, which were Ceres, Timora, and the church that is responsible for libraries and bards and stuff like that. I can't remember the name. Might not have been Ogma. I think it was an intermediate deity. It might be in my email. Let me check.
Well, considering most caravans, they stayed, what, a couple hours or overnight?
They stayed a few days, so if they probably were at a
Right.
tavern.
So a tavern it is.
I say we follow the caravan. That's the last place we know.
Definitely.
And they
But I want to find out as much as possible before we leave, because we're going to be leaving here.
Yeah, well, they're going to be leaving by the caravan. I say we follow the caravan. I don't understand why we have to question everybody in town. We need to go.
What if someone
The
knows
trail is
something?
growing colder. Whoever knows is going to be on that caravan.
Alright. Well, the caravan's already arrived in Immersea. How long do you think it'll stay?
I don't know, but we can be there in 2 days.
We're going to look for the girls on the way?
Yeah, we'll start at the first campsite. I've been this route many times. I know the usual campsites for these caravans.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, Iron Pine is was originally governed by its founders. Daily rule has since been ruled over to the Council of Pine. It's 6 elected officials every 2 years, one from the Church of Ceres, one from the Church of Timora, one from the Church of Malal, one from the Crafters Union, one from the Farmers' Representatives, and one from the Iron Guards.
Well, that'd be right.
Should you guys continue with your investigation, or do you allow
No,
your
we're gonna
hubby
be going.
to strong-arm you and force you to move?
No, we'll go. We found out the important part.
Okay. You guys bid your farewell and hop on your horse and just fly
My
out of
high
town.
horse. Thank you very much.
Your high horse, yes. Okay, as you
I'm
guys
sure it is, too, higher than mine.
make your way south, you will be at the... since you were moving hastily, you will be at the first rest stop in 2/3 of a day.
Okay.
Back to Kira. Kari, sorry. Your message with your sister is over, and you are sitting at your desk, kind of tapping your hands against the desk, thinking about what to do. Do you wish to make any other statements until your information returns?
Actually, I think I'm gonna go. I want to go down to the guard gates myself, but I guess I already sent somebody to do that, huh?
Yes.
How long does the whole? What do we do for the whole ceremony with for more? I'm there to watch her or whatever, and then we crown her at the festival, right?
Your original plan was only to be here for 2 days, and you were going to interview and pick someone to lead this temple. The two people who were in position to be picked, of course, are Asphora and Condoline. I think that's what was her name. I mean, of course, you could pick an acolyte, but that would be pretty weird since you've got higher-ranking people there. Sister Asphora has been the acting high priestess. However, she's not in it by name. And I asked you to come up with an initiation ritual, so you get to tell me what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna just say that it's at the festival, the party, because we like to party. And it'll be based off of whatever it is, like however it's gonna have to be based on how she prays. Like, um, Kira and I would dance and stuff because that was the thing we did. We couldn't play the musical instrument while we prayed, because we don't play them. Well,
I did.
yeah, you did, but I didn't as a priestess. So, it would be based off of whatever her pleasurable talent is, I guess, arts talent type thing. And I mean, I can go into more detail later, but it would be at the party.
Okay, so the party is planned to be this evening.
Right.
And then you would have been leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, probably not leaving right away. Okay.
And you do have pressing business in Wayloon also.
They can wait. Okay, I actually go find somebody. I need to send a messenger to Wayloon that I may be a few days late.
Okay.
Like, several days late.
The last acolyte is summoned. You pass a. Are you going to wait for the? Are you going to send the captain on, or are you going to have him wait here? Wait here.
It depends if he's got pressing business or not.
Well, he's hired to the church as of this point, so.
Then yeah, I would probably just leave him here for a few days. Come enjoy whatever.
Mitch, how does communication in Forgotten Realms work? Is it mostly, kind of like the old mail system where you got horses?
You have couriers. You just send somebody out and you pay them, a certain amount, and they carry the message.
Okay. So you pull out an official a piece of parchment and write an official letter, close it, seal it, find the remaining acolyte, and commission her to find a courier, and you'll reimburse the church whatever it costs.
Yes.
Okay.
How many gates are there in Immersea? Like, how long do I think it'll take?
Let's take a look at the map. One, two, three, four. 4 gates.
So it'll probably take her like half the morning.
Yes.
And I have no idea which direction she started in.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead then until she gets back from talking to the one, so that I at least have a clue of who to talk to. On the caravan. And do whatever business I need to do just to make sure that everything's set up for the giving the position over tonight.
Okay.
Until she comes back. But if she's not back like by midday, I'm gonna go out to the guard places myself.
Okay, why don't we take our first break here, guys? And I'm sorry we're not all involved at all times, but once we get this path set, everything should go a lot smoother in the future. We just kind of have a part here in the story that I need your help to decide which way it's going to go.
Well, I would be going to the gates if I sent somebody. As well do my job, since I'm going to be blowing off my job.